In the rapidly evolving world of information security, a strong foundation in security and risk management is paramount. This domain, the cornerstone of the CISSP certification, provides a comprehensive framework for safeguarding valuable assets. It emphasizes the importance of establishing a secure environment, navigating risks effectively, and ensuring business continuity. This essay delves into the core concepts of CISSP Domain 1, unraveling their significance and providing practical insights for aspiring security professionals. Security governance forms the bedrock of an organization's security program. It establishes the framework, processes, and structures to manage security risks effectively. Risk management is the systematic process of identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential threats to an organization's assets. These two elements are intertwined, working in unison to create a secure and resilient environment. Effective security governance starts with defining clear roles and responsibilities. The board of directors and senior management are ultimately accountable for security. Security professionals are responsible for implementing and maintaining security controls. All employees play a role in adhering to security policies and reporting potential incidents. Risk management is an ongoing process that involves several key steps. The first step is to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities that could exploit them. Next, each risk is assessed based on its likelihood and potential impact. Risk response strategies are then developed, which may include risk acceptance, risk avoidance, risk mitigation, or risk transfer. For instance, imagine a company handling sensitive customer data. Ethics serve as the compass guiding the actions and decisions of security professionals. The ISC Code of Professional Ethics sets the standard for ethical conduct. Act honorably, honestly, justly, responsibly, and legally. Provide diligent and competent service to principals. Organizational codes of ethics complement the ISC code. Adhering to ethical standards builds trust and credibility. Policies, standards, procedures, and guidelines form the backbone of a robust security posture. They provide the framework for secure operations, ensuring consistency and compliance. Understanding the distinctions between these elements is crucial. Policies are high-level documents that outline an organization's security stance. They are typically issued by senior management and address broad security goals. Standards provide specific requirements for implementing security controls. They define technical specifications and operational procedures. Procedures outline step-by-step instructions for performing specific security-related tasks. They provide detailed guidance on how to implement and maintain security controls. Guidelines offer recommendations and best practices for enhancing security. They are more flexible than standards and may be adapted to specific situations. For example, a password policy might state that passwords must be at least 12 characters long and contain a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. The corresponding standard might specify the technical requirements for password complexity and storage. A procedure would then outline the steps for resetting a forgotten password, including verification steps and communication protocols. Section 5. Weathering the storm: business continuity and disaster recovery planning. In today's interconnected world, disruptions are inevitable. Businesses must be prepared to withstand unexpected events and maintain critical operations. This is where business continuity planning, or BCP, and disaster recovery planning, or DRP, come into play. BCP focuses on maintaining business operations during and after a disruption, while DRP focuses on restoring IT infrastructure and systems. These two processes are interconnected and essential for organizational resilience. BCP involves identifying critical business functions, assessing potential threats, and developing strategies to minimize downtime. It includes data backup and recovery plans, alternate processing sites, and communication plans for employees and stakeholders. DRP is a subset of BCP that specifically addresses the recovery of IT systems. It involves developing detailed procedures for restoring data, applications, and hardware. Imagine a company that experiences a major fire in its primary data center. A well-defined BCP would ensure that critical business functions continue operating from an alternate site. The DRP would outline the steps to restore data and systems, minimizing downtime and data loss. Section 6. Navigating the legal landscape. Compliance and regulatory requirements. Organizations today operate in a complex legal and regulatory environment. Compliance with laws and regulations is not merely an option, but a necessity. Failure to comply can result in hefty fines, legal repercussions, and reputational damage. Key regulations include GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA, and PCI DSS. These often mandate security controls like data encryption, access controls, and incident response. Compliance involves implementing security measures, documenting policies, and regular audits. Section 7. Identifying and mitigating threats. A deep dive into threat modeling and vulnerability management. Threat modeling and vulnerability management are proactive approaches to identifying and mitigating potential security risks. Threat modeling identifies potential threats and assesses their impact. Vulnerability management focuses on identifying and fixing system weaknesses. Techniques include attack trees, threat matrices, and STRIDE. Regular scans and patches are essential for managing vulnerabilities. Section 8. Assessing and responding to risk. A strategic approach to security. Risk management is about making informed decisions to mitigate threats effectively. Assess risks based on likelihood and impact, determine risk appetite, and select response strategies. Asset valuation is crucial in risk assessment. Assign monetary value to assets based on their criticality. Techniques include qualitative, quantitative, and semi-quantitative assessments. Determine risk appetite, the level of risk they are willing to accept. Response strategies include risk acceptance, avoidance, mitigation, and transfer. Section 9. Securing the chain of trust. The importance of supply chain risk management. In today's interconnected world, organizations rely heavily on third-party vendors and suppliers. While outsourcing can offer cost savings and efficiency, it also introduces supply chain risks. Supply chain risk management, or SCRM, focuses on identifying and mitigating risks associated with third-party relationships. Supply chain risks can manifest in various ways, such as data breaches, service disruptions, reputational damage, and legal liabilities. Organizations must carefully vet potential vendors, assess their security posture, and establish contractual agreements that address security requirements. Ongoing monitoring and communication are essential for effective SCRM. Techniques for managing supply chain risks include conducting thorough due diligence on potential vendors, including security assessments and background checks, incorporating security requirements into contracts such as data protection clauses and incident response expectations, implementing continuous monitoring of vendor security posture and performance, using tools and techniques like security ratings and vendor risk assessments. For example, a financial institution might partner with a cloud service provider to store sensitive customer data. The institution must carefully assess the provider's security controls, data privacy practices, and incident response capabilities to mitigate potential risks associated with data breaches or service disruptions. Section 10. Empowering a culture of security awareness and training as first lines of defense. Technology plays a crucial role in security, but it's often the human element that poses the greatest risk. Employees can unknowingly introduce vulnerabilities through weak passwords, phishing scams, or improper handling of sensitive information. Security awareness and training are paramount for creating a security-conscious culture and mitigating human risk. Effective security awareness programs educate employees about potential threats, such as phishing attacks, malware infections, and social engineering tactics. They also emphasize the importance of strong passwords, data protection, and reporting suspicious activity. Security training provides employees with the knowledge and skills to perform their jobs securely. Developing effective training programs involves identifying the target audience, defining learning objectives, tailoring content to specific roles, and using engaging delivery methods. Regular reinforcement such as simulated phishing campaigns and security awareness quizzes can help maintain a heightened security posture. For instance, a company might implement a mandatory security awareness training program for all employees. The training could include modules on recognizing phishing emails, creating strong passwords, and protecting sensitive data. Regular phishing simulations can help assess employee awareness and reinforce best practices. The enduring value of mastering CISSP domain. 1. Mastering CISSP domain. 1 is about embracing a security-first mindset. It equips you with the knowledge to protect organizations in a complex threat landscape. Understanding security governance, risk management, and policies lays a strong career foundation. Comprehending business continuity and disaster recovery ensures preparedness. Legal and regulatory compliance keeps organizations within the law. Mastering threat modeling and risk assessment mitigates potential risks. Fostering a culture of security minimizes human risk. Embrace CISSP Domain 1 to navigate the evolving digital landscape.